Hi everyone, welcome back to Karma and Kismet. My name is Kelly and today we're doing a Disney DIY project that is great for home decor, birthday decorations, anything you're looking for to add that little bit of retro Disney. So my sister-in-law's birthday is coming up and she is a big retro Disney fan like I am. So I decided that I'm going to try to make a version of the Disneyland sign, the original Disneyland sign for her with her name on it, and then have the birthday banner above it. So we're going to do both of those pieces, and we're going to be using our Brother Scan and Cut and using the canvas workspace that's online. If you don't have a Scan and Cut, you can also use a Cricut or any other cutting machine. Also, you can cut this out by hand as well. It'll obviously take a little bit longer, but you can still get the same results. I made a quick list of everything that I'm going to need for this project. So we are going to need some white paper. I got some cardstock. Basically everything that I got I grabbed from either Amazon or Joann's. So I will make sure to link everything below so you guys can check those out as well. But I grabbed some white cardstock. I also got some pastel cardstock, so you can do different colors if you want. I chose these colors just because I think that they will look really cute and I know that she'll like them. And then I also grabbed this piece here because I know that we're going to need something for the flag itself, the pole that goes up on the top. So I'm gonna use this color for that. And then I also have my scissors in case I need them. I have a ruler and I have some tape. So I actually have this crafter's tape that basically you just roll along, and it's an adhesive. So it's a lot easier to use, a lot cleaner than using regular glue. So we're gonna try this out to make sure that this works. I used this when I was making my wedding invitations. So it's always worked well before, so I'm sure it will as well this time. Like I said, I have a Brother Scan and Cut, so I actually went on to the Canvas workspace and created these files. It's an SVG file that you then upload, and you're able to basically turn into the file type that you need for the Scan and Cut. I have the download for this font available below, so you can grab that. And then what you'll want to do is go into Word or whatever document you have that you're available to use and create the name or title, whatever it may be, in that document there. And then if you are using a Scan and Cut, you can upload that into the Canvas workspace and then create your document there. If you're not, just print it out and you can always cut it out by hand. You of course can change sizes, but I use size 223 for the font for Happy Birthday and 388 for the name. For our next piece, we're going to be doing the pendant banner pieces. So I have 4 colors here. I actually grabbed another blue color that we're going to use, and we need 13 of these pendant banner pieces. So we're going to do 3 of each and then 4 of one of these. So we'll start with that. We have all the pendant pieces and the happy birthday letters printed out here, cut out. So I think what we're going to do is try to put this together, and then we'll move on to the name because that's going to take a little bit more measuring and things like that. So we'll start with this and see how that goes. You can grab this printable for the banner on my website as well as below, and it'll be available as a PDF and also as an SVG depending on how you're cutting out this banner. The first letter of any of the words that you're cutting out here, you're going to actually use a bigger pendant piece. So just make sure you figure out how many of each of the sizes you'll need when you start cutting them out. The banner is together, other than we just need to add some string. So I'm going to grab some twine that I have and we will weave it through, and then the happy birthday banner is complete. We're going to move on to the name sign. So we're actually going to be using a bunch of different paper for this because we're going to have the name, and then we're gonna have the color base that the name is going on. Then behind that, I'm gonna put a piece of white paper because it'll kind of finish it off, keep it kind of framed, and then we'll also have the flags that come up from the name. So we're gonna be doing a lot of cutting. I'm actually probably gonna take out a straight edge cutter that I have because I'm gonna do this piece, the base for the name, just by hand basically. I'm not gonna use the scan and cut just because I think it might be easier just to kind of measure and do all that by hand at this point. The Disneyland sign, you're gonna have your letters, you're gonna need your base paper here, and then you're also going to need some white paper that we're gonna use for the frame of behind this base here. So there are 3 sizes to the Disneyland sign. You're gonna have the largest rectangle, which is going to be for your first letter. Then your second letter is going to have a smaller size than this one. And then you are going to have an even smaller one for your next remaining letters, with your last letter, so ours would be N, having the same size as this second one here. Be sure to head to my website or grab the information below with all of the sizes and everything you'll need in order to create these blocks. All right, so we have the name all together and laid out with the base, and now what we're going to do is cut out white paper to go behind the base here, and that's going to be a quarter of an inch on each side, greater than this base that you have. So as with the color blocks, there's also information about the white blocks that you'll need. So if you just go on, grab that PDF download that we have, you'll actually have all those templates. So you won't even have to worry about sizing anything out or anything like that, unless you want to increase the size or decrease the size. Next thing we're going to do is glue these all together. So we have all of these pieces individually put together, but we need to have these aligned. So when you do this, you're going to want the first one, of course, is the largest one, your first letter. And then I'm going to line it up kind of, the bottom of the white piece is going to go against the bottom of my colored piece here. And I cut out just a long strip that's about the length of the name, so I'm going to glue this onto here because there's not much space here to actually glue these together. The last piece we need to get together here is our flags. So I have it pulled up on my scan and cut here, and I'm going to use this color for the flag pole. It's going to be a rectangle, a long rectangle, and a circle. We're going to print out, we're going to cut out 4 of these, and I'm not sure if we're going to use 4 or 3. I want to see what it looks like on the name. This may differ depending on what the length of your name. So if your name's like Amy, maybe you're going to do 2, but if your name is, I don't know, Charlotte, maybe you're going to do 5. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start out with 3 of these and see how that goes. I'm going to do a quarter of an inch for the width of our pole, and I think that that will work, and that will also give us, it won't take up too, kind of overtake the name. Once again, all this is available on our website as well as below, so you can grab the SVG file or the PDF file depending on how you're planning on cutting out your banner and name. The final piece, we're going to get these flags on here. So I'm going to have one right up at the top here where I have my L. I'm going to put another one where I have a U here, and then let's see, an E, and the last letter for N. And I'm going to actually just use regular tape and just tape these onto the back of it. today's video, but like I said, everything will be linked below so that you can follow the directions on how to make your own Disneyland name sign plus a happy birthday banner. If you've not done so already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button below. I post content about Disney, of course, and DIYs, so I'd love for you to come back and join us for more crafts and more Disney magic. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you again soon.